Today, we're going to be fishing multiple neighborhood ponds while using all new KastKing reels. Welcome back to TCT Bass Fishing, ladies and gentlemen, and today we are back here with our first fishing video in quite some time. It's been a few weeks since we've posted a legitimate fishing video for you guys. Last week, or 2 weeks ago now, we did post a video of our top 5 baits for the summer to get on some giant bass. If you haven't checked that out, make sure to go check that out and learn some new ways to catch some giant fish. But other than that, man, today we have collaborated with KastKing, who is actually sponsoring today's video and has given us these two absolutely amazing reels, man. We got right here the Mega Jaws and the Kestrel from KastKing, man. I'm super excited to unbox both of these in just a few minutes for you guys and get out there and put these bad boys to the test, because as many of you know, I fish Shimano most of the time and 13 fishing, but I'm super excited to try out these two new reels for you guys and to see how they work and see how they can keep up on an average day out here at the water. We're gonna be pond hopping around, fishing around these ponds like we normally do on the channel, and see how these reels can hang on. So man, let's get to it. Let's get to unboxing our first reel of the day. That is gonna be our Mega Jaws reel. Let's go check it out. Let's go. All right, man, like I said, we're gonna unbox the Mega Jaws reel here first, and we're gonna open this bad boy up inside and just see what we got, man. So the first look here at the Mega Jaws, I have already spooled it up, man, just so we don't have to waste any time. We can get right out there on the water. But this is the Mega Jaws. It looks absolutely sick. I honestly love the bright red. It looks just freaking amazing. And as you can see here, man, we have our dial on the side, just like a lot of reels and things like that have. But just so we're not backlashing, we want to make sure we prioritize that and get that dialed in before we start slinging this bad boy around. And of course, we have right here the awesome KastKing 11+1 bearing setup here. I don't know if you could see that. Yeah, there it goes, focused up. We got the 11+1 bearing system, and this is let's see, a 9.1 to 1 gear ratio. Let's let that lock in real quick and focus up. There you go, you can see that right there. But yeah, man, this thing is an absolute unit. It is super fast, as you can tell. I love the detail on this reel. Probably the coolest thing about this reel, in my opinion, is probably the shark jaws right in front of the reel, dude. It just, the name of the reel is Mega Jaws, and it has the jaws in the reel. I just think that's super sick that the name is a part of the freaking design. Super sick. But man, that's it for the Mega Jaws. Right now I have some 12-pound fluorocarbon on this thing, and we're gonna be throwing it out there probably with a ChatterBait, just slow reeling. If that doesn't work, we'll switch things up to a lipless crank or a spinner bait and all sorts of ways, and just see if we can get on some bass with this super bright red, sick Mega Jaws reel, man. Take one last look at that thing before we put it back in the box. But man, it is sick. We're definitely gonna probably pair it up with my 6 Sense Lux rod to get that black and red combo going. That's just gonna look absolutely fire. But let's check out the Kestrel now and let's see what's inside that box. Let's go. All right, you guys, and last but not least, we're gonna be unboxing the Kestrel here, man. This is a lot smaller reel than the Mega Jaws, but let's pull it out. Let's get a nice little first look at the Kestrel, man. I personally really love the colors of the Kestrel. We have it lined up currently with 8-pound fluorocarbon is what we're gonna be throwing on this thing today. But what else is in the box that was also in the Mega Jaws box that I just didn't go over? This is the instruction manual for your reel if you want to learn a little bit more about your reel. We also have a nice KastKing sticker in there. You can toss that on a water bottle or a laptop or a tackle box. And then also we have a couple more stickers, but these are quite unique. I haven't really seen these before, but these are going to be stickers where you can date your braid or fluorocarbon. You can put the weight, the type of line, and the date to know the last time you put line on your reel. Or you could use it for I kind of thought at first it was used for fish. You could put like largemouth bass, the weight, and the date you caught it. You could do that as well. But that's pretty much all that's in the box. It was in both the Mega Jaws and the Kestrel box. But take another look at this Kestrel, man. This thing looks absolutely sick. The silver and black, I absolutely love it. Super easy to find a rod that matches with it, because personally I like to try to match my rods with my reels. It just looks super dope. But check out the detail on this reel right here, man. We have our dial on the side. We want to make sure this is locked in before we start throwing this thing around, because we do not want to backlash all over the place. That can ruin your fishing day in a heartbeat. And right here at the very bottom, we have as you can see, the detail on the bottom, 8.4 to 1 gear ratio on the Kestrel. Again, a fairly fast reel. The Mega Jaws was a 9.1 to 1. This is an 8.4 to 1. Both really fast reels. This is a BFS setup, so we're gonna be throwing probably a wacky rig on this reel most of the day. But let's check out a couple more things before we pack this thing up. And also, this is a 11+1 bearing system as well, just like the Mega Jaws. They both had that in common, so that's pretty cool. And of course on this side you have your drag dial and your other dial, where even is it, right here. And yeah man, this thing has pretty much got everything you need, and in a very reasonable size. It literally is the size of the palm of my hand, if you can't see there in a life-size scale. It is fairly small, a pretty decent amount smaller than your Mega Jaws. But without further ado, man, I got one last request for you guys. And if you're watching on a laptop or your TV, I need you to pull out your phone and lock in with me for 15 seconds. Let's go. All right, you guys, so if you like what you see in today's video, man, make sure to go over to KastKing and go to the website and check out these reels, man. You have a lot of information on these websites. We have casting reels, spinning reels, all sorts of things, the top anglers within the program, all sorts of things, dude. If you just click on the 3 lines to the left, you see all the things: reels, rods, line, tackle, tools, apparel, sales. Let's just go to sales, for example, and check out these amazing sales that KastKing has going on right now. 50% off of reels, 30% off of reels. So many good deals to go out there and get you either your first combo or your 100th combo for a good and affordable price. And to add on top of that, man, whatever you buy, if you use code TCT10 at checkout, you will save 10% on anything you buy. So without further ado, man, let's get these reels locked in and get them lined up and on a rod and put a bait on, and let's go out there and start catching some giant largemouth bass. Make sure you please like and subscribe, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and let's go out there and I'll see you at the water. Let's go. All right, you guys, good morning. We are now here at the pond, All Reliable. This is probably the best pond we can come to test out both of these reels in the Kestrel, which we're going to be having rigged up wacky rig style most of the day, and the Mega Jaws, which for now we're going to have rigged up with a nice little Z-Man ChatterBait. For now, we're gonna be trying both of these reels out at this pond. If it doesn't produce, we'll just bounce to the next pond. But we're gonna get on some fish today, so make sure to stay tuned and let's go catch these bass, because man, I'm really interested to see how both of these reels do throughout today's fishing. Let's go check them out. Let's go. All right, you guys, I guess first things first here, let's start off with the Z-Man ChatterBait. We know the wacky rig really produces here, but there's a lot of like stuff on top of the water, and I really kind of want to just throw this ChatterBait, not necessarily because that will do anything, but first cast here. Let's see how it does. Okay, good. I didn't have to change any settings or anything like that just yet. I can actually feel that ChatterBait really getting in and putting in work right now on that first cast of the day. Okay, I felt pretty good. Honestly, I don't really know what I need to change on that cast. We'll see as the day goes. It felt like it kind of wanted to backlash there. We kind of overcast it. That was actually really smooth. Didn't think it would go that far off that cast, honestly. That was very smooth. Kind of surprised me, not gonna lie. We gotta make sure our drag is set. That's something I kind of just forgot and remembered. Yeah, we want that drag to be real tight. This water is pretty dirty. Okay, there we go. First backlash, third cast, but we haven't changed like any settings or anything, which was kind of bound to happen. Let's probably crank up this side dial a little bit, as well as our other one, to kind of prevent these backlashes, because they will happen, especially when you're starting off with a new reel that we haven't ever really thrown. So it's going to take us a little bit of getting used to, but I forget this reel is a 9.1 to 1 gear ratio, so we are going to need to slow our reels and our retrievals down, because this thing is super fast. All right, but we are going to turn this dial, let's see, to 3 just to see what that does. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, a little backlash there, but nothing crazy. But again, I just need to get it dialed in and figured out, because this is a new reel. And this is pretty much a normal problem with most people in their new reels, unless you're throwing like a DC or something. But this is just a nice little KastKing reel. Honestly though, I really like the way it's really smooth. It's honestly one of, so far, probably, I mean, it's brand new out the box, but so far out of the first few casts I've thrown, it's one of the smoother reels I've thrown, casting wise. It's actually kind of impressive and kind of surprising. The chatter donk is not getting donked. All right, so we got another cast out there. See how this thing does. We're gonna kind of slow retrieve it back. I'm keep forgetting this thing is super duper fast. A 9.1 to 1. We don't need to reel very fast whatsoever. We can really slow this thing down, and it's gonna move just as fast as pretty much all the other reels would. 9.1 to 1 is no joke. That thing is moving. See what it does over here. A little farther out. There's a fish. Got one there. No! He came off. Well, it hung up good though. The hook set was good. Everything was pretty good, but he came off. He was pretty dinky, but it was a good fish. That's a good way to start the day though. We did get a bite, which is better than no bite. We'll take that though. Dinky little bass. At least it wasn't a giant. That would really suck. Let's throw down this line again. Not in the grass, that was pretty terrible. Let's give it one more good cast down that way. And then we're gonna switch up to the Kestrel. And I mean, of course, we're gonna throw the mega jaws again when we get on that other bank over there, but this is the spot where the wacky rig is pretty dominant. So I'd like to throw the wacky rig around and try to get on some fish. But so far, man, the mega jaws has held up fairly well, and I'm enjoying throwing it. Feels pretty smooth. The casting's very smooth, and honestly, it casts pretty dang far from what I expected when I first threw it out there. It's going pretty dang far. All right, let's switch up to the Kestrel. So far, I am pretty impressed with the mega jaws for the most part. I really want to get on some more fish with it and see how it goes. But man, so far the mega jaws is holding up fairly well. Let's switch up to the Kestrel and try that thing out. Let's go. All right, you guys, so we have thrown the mega jaws. Honestly, pretty impressed so far. We're now going to switch up to the Kestrel just to try to get a little bit of a morning bite on the Kestrel. We do have a wacky rig. We need to put a worm on there still, quite obviously, but we're going to get that thing ready and locked in to go. So stay tuned. We're hopefully going to catch some fish on the wacky rig in just a few moments and hopefully land our first fish of the day, because as you saw, man, we jumped off our first fish with the mega jaws, but it is what it is. That's how it happens. But whatever. Either way, let's go rig up this rod and get locked in and go catch some bass with this wacky rig. Let's go. All right, so guys, we got our Kestrel little rig here, little Kestrel and wacky rig. Let's pitch it out there for the first cast with the Kestrel. Nice little pitch. No backlash, no nothing. Looked good. And hopefully we can land a bass here fairly early and pretty quickly. That'd be freaking great, but it would cast a little farther out like that. But that time it did have a little bit of a backlash. Nothing crazy, nothing it's gonna make us triggered, but I did have a little something in there, so we're gonna crank this up just a hair. Oh, we got a fish. Ah, we missed him. Dang it, he took my freaking Senko too, bruh. That's always the worst. You miss a hook set and he takes your Senko. That's gotta be probably one of the worst series of events ever. But he was very tiny. I just felt him nibbling on it, and I just freaking leaned into him to hope to freaking hook him in the freaking dome. But we didn't hook him in the dome. Completely robbed us of a wacky rig, but it happens. It's whatever. Let's go this way. This spot over here is normally pretty good. All right, here we go. Okay, that was a lot better. Very smooth cast. No way, brother. Bro, come on, really? Got it. I was gonna say, please don't break my rod tip. I just got this rod. If y'all follow me on Instagram, man, y'all saw I just replaced this 6-inch Lux. Oh, it's not a 6-inch Lux, never mind. That's my Kistler rod. But even then, don't break that. Rod tip's good, bait's out. Sometimes you gotta do that to get your bait out, but sometimes you could be risking a nice little rod tip. I'm pretty sure last time we were here and we fished this pond, we got caught in that exact same spot. So maybe I need to stop casting there. All right, but we're back out there just like that, just like nothing happened. I'm trying to get on some fish before the sun comes up, because once the sun comes up, it's gonna be a little bit more tricky to get on some fish. The part that does suck about this little setup here is my rod is probably not as light as I'd like it to be. It is a medium heavy. I'd probably like at least a medium with this BFS setup, but we're just rocking out with the medium heavy. Didn't have a medium rod available, so had to compromise and throw the medium heavy. It's not like it makes that much of a difference. I was just saying, if I could choose. Honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie, I'm quite surprised we haven't caught a fish yet. Normally we catch a fish at this corner pretty quickly and honestly very easily too. It's never really a grind, but maybe they moved on us. Might have to make a move here in a second and try the other side of this pond and the other corners and areas like that. That bank across from us is normally pretty decent, so we might end up heading over there in just a second. But if that doesn't work, it looks like we're gonna have to switch up the entirety of the pond and try to get on fish elsewhere, because man, we got to get some fish on the board today to see how these reels really work. Here we go. Oh my god, it came off again. No way. And it went into the camera. Oh my gosh, come on, dude. As soon as I hook set, I felt the wacky rig come off. Golly. 2 worms and no fish to show for it. That is absolutely frustrating. The last wacky, the worm isn't in here, isn't even an X-Zone worm. Bro, are you serious? That was the second fish that was eating on it, and he didn't stick. It might be a turtle or something, but all right. We've had enough of this spot, man. We're making a move. We're gonna move over to the other side of this pond and try to fish that bank into that corner over there that's shaded, and hopefully land some bass, because we are struggling this morning, but it has nothing to do with the reels. We're just not getting on fish. So we're gonna lock in here, make a move, and try to go land some fish. Let's go. All right, you guys, we're now on the move, you could say, and hopefully we're gonna catch some bass at this spot because it has been kind of a struggle this morning. And honestly, I'm not exactly happy with this struggle because normally this pond is our best pond, one of our easier ponds to catch fish at, but this morning it's been a little bit of a grind. I'm not a fan of it. All right, you guys, we're gonna get locked right back in here with our little ChatterBait setup with the Mega Jaws here and make some casts around this area and see if we cannot land a bass. Hopefully quickly. We have one bass that we've hooked onto today. Came off right before we got to land him, which sucked, but we did get to hook into a fish, which is, I guess you could say, halfway decent. We want more. We want more than that. Kind of greedy, but man, this is a video for y'all to see how these reels can put up against some bass, and right now we don't have enough to really tell. So we're just gonna keep fishing until we get our numbers up, or we just have to keep bouncing around ponds all day until we find them. But we know this pond has them, but this pond does get absolutely... There's one. Ooh, I was gonna say get absolutely pressured, but there we go. We got us a fish just like that. That is what we needed right there. First fish on the Mega Jaws that has hit land. Check that out right there on our nice little ChatterBait in the Domerson. Let's check this guy out on the camera as it is our first landed bass of the day. Thank you, baby. All right, you guys, after a little bit of a grind this morning, we have landed our first little bass of the day. Nothing crazy, nothing big whatsoever, but check him out, man. Beautiful, healthy, largemouth bass right there. Absolutely love to see it. Beautiful looking fish. We're gonna get him right back in the water, but after that first catch of the day, finally that we did land, the Mega Jaws held up pretty good, and honestly I have no complaints. Felt like a normal regular reel. But let's get this bad boy back in the water, and so far we're loving the Mega Jaws, and let's keep it going. Let's go. All right, you guys, first fish of the day going back in the agua. We're gonna put him right back in there. Thanks for the bite, brother. You're really helping with the experiment today. And there he goes, right down that line. Let's go, let's keep catching him. All right, you guys, the sun is coming out now, so time to put the WaterLands on. But man, this is what we caught that bass on, man. The nice little Z-Man ChatterBait right here. Check that out, man. This is the bait that's put in a lot of work for us this summer, on the Jumbo and off the Jumbo at these ponds. But man, Z-Man ChatterBait gets it done with a nice X-Zone lure, 4-inch swammer on the back. I just bit it down a little bit to fit the smaller ChatterBait here, but that's what we're throwing. That's what we just caught that bass on, and that is also what we lost that bass on over there a little while ago. We're gonna keep chunking this around, and then we're gonna get the wacky rig right back out and throw that as well. But stay tuned, we wanna land a lot more bass, and hopefully some bigger bass as well, to keep testing out this freaking KastKing Mega Jaws, man. This thing's been absolutely sick, but let's keep going. Let's see if we can have some longevity to the day and not just one fish. Let's go. First catch of the day there on the Mega Jaws, man. Love to see it. Good little fight there from a little bass. But man, we'll take it. First fish of the day. Just happy to freaking finally land a fish. It was a grind, but it took a little bit of a move for us to get him. We're gonna keep going, keep fishing this area until we hopefully land a couple more. Gosh dang it, man. We need to find some shade. Well, there is none. That sucks. All right, we're gonna move to, oh, never mind, maybe not. Actually, let's just throw this thing down there. Pretty good cast, pretty smooth. I'm a fan of it right now. I'm really a fan of this Mega Jaws. I know I've said that multiple times, but man, I'm not even kidding. Pretty dang good reel. Honestly, kind of surprised me. All right, let's switch it up here and let's go try out the Kestrel a little bit more and get some wacky rig casts in here and try to land one. Let's do it. As we moved down the bank a little bit, we were over there, but now we're right over here, and we got the Kestrel back out, ready for some more. I'm gonna cast right on top of this little drain hole. Sometimes there's a bass in there. Got it. Oh, it broke off. Did y'all see that? Oh, he didn't break off. He just took my worm. I called it, dude. I was like, there's probably gonna be a bass sitting in there. And he swam out, ate the wacky rig, hook set. It came right off. Why is it not hooking into any fish, dude? That should have been another fish we caught on the wacky rig, and we didn't catch him again. That is like the 4th fish in a row we have lost on the wacky rig. I don't know what it is. I literally saw his mouth with the wacky rig in it, him swimming away, and I hook set and he didn't get hooked. I don't know if I just have like the worst hook ever known to mankind or what, but that did, I don't know. I don't have any answers for it anymore. Just get better, I guess. Just need to get good. All right, well, here we go for the 5th time today. Another wacky rig set up here. There could be a second fish in there. Probably not, but could be. Holy mega Johnson, I should not have done that. All right, boys, the Kestrel might be out of commission. What in the world was that? All right, well, it looks like the Kestrel is going to be out of commission until next month. I threw one cast with an actual cast with the wacky rig, and this thing absolutely backlashed into the next generation. So we're going to put the Kestrel down for now, since it just absolutely took a crap on us. All right, well, since the Kestrel backlashed into next generation, we're going to be throwing the Mega Jaws for quite some time now, and probably most of the video now, because the Kestrel looks like I'm gonna have to just cut all that line out. And I didn't bring any line with me or anything like that. I didn't expect something like that crazy to happen, but honestly, I guess I just shouldn't have been casting a wacky rig like that anyway. But we're gonna have to use the Mega Jaws for quite a while now. Oh yeah! That's what we needed from the Mega Jaws, bro. We just smoked him. Hit the water and instant eat, brother. Oh my, what did you, oh, is this? Smoked him on the chatter donk once again, dude. Inhaled. Absolutely smoked him. Let's go. That's what we needed after just absolutely destroying the Kestrel. Come on, brother. Let's go. Absolutely inhaled that chatterbait. Let's take a look at the second fish of the day on the Canon camera and get a smooth release on this boy. Let's go. All right, you guys, we got our second fish of the day here. Check him out, man. Nothing big, nothing crazy. Pretty much about the same size as the last one, but nothing too ridiculous here. Take a look at him. Good little fish, but the Mega Jaws reel has been holding up fairly well and got us another fish. He casted it out, hit the water, he just absolutely inhaled it immediately. But we're gonna get a good release on this fish, get him right back in that water, and keep fishing with the Mega Jaws since the Kestrel is out of commission. We're gonna have a second video fishing with these reels once again, and we're gonna heavily fish the Kestrel since today has been not too great for the Kestrel since we backlashed it, and I don't know if I'm able to get that out here. But either way, let's get a release on this fish and get it right back in the water. Let's go. Good little largemouth bass there, second fish of the day. Let's get him right back in the water. The Mega Jaws is putting in work. Thanks for the bite, brother. See you later. All right, man, let's give the Mega Jaws some more action. This thing's been putting in work. The chatterbait's been putting in work. Been fairly happy with the Mega Jaws. It looks like so far it will be, like I said a little bit earlier after the first fish, I'm really liking it. It looks like it might be in the lineup for the long run, honestly. I'm really enjoying it. Honestly, wish I got to do more with the Kestrel, but I kind of shot myself in the foot with that one by backlashing it, but it happens. Can't really do too much about it. So we just got to keep fishing with what we got. That's a fish. Little dinky boy. Third fish today on the Mega Jaws. Not bad on the numbers, I guess, but that's not gonna get us anywhere, brother. He swam right into the wall too. All right, let's throw this back out there again along this wall. Another one. Here we go, brother. Get up here. Oh, he split it. He spit it. That's probably one of the better fish of the day. He's not very big, but all right, buddy. Can we just calm down for a second? Just for a second, bro. I'm just trying to grab you. Golly, can't be back in the water if I don't help you. Ah, here we go. Another. Yeah, no, he's about the same size of all the rest of them. But again, another decent little fish here. Check him out. Better lighting or whatnot, but. Let's get it back in the water. That's like the fourth fish now on the chatterbait. We moved to this bank, we've caught two, so that's nice. Thanks, brother. Let's keep going. All right, so we're gonna give it a few more casts right here, and then we're gonna call it a day. Or not a day, we're gonna call it, move to the next pond. Because this pond is not looking too hot. There's no, like, areas of shade for these bass to kind of sit that we can really get to. So we're just gonna have to, oh, I just got absolutely slammed too. Oh my gosh, no way. We got absolutely smacked right there. You can see my trailer is absolutely all jacked up. Our GoPro's overheating and all these different things though. So we're gonna finish up this spot. And then we're probably gonna go home, try to fix the Kestrel, and then come right back out to another pond and hopefully get on some more fish. Cause man, it's been a grind today. And we have 4 fish. We are not looking terrible on numbers, but I would like to catch a decent amount more and fish some different areas and different types of water just to get our numbers up and hopefully land some bigger fish, because the fish we've caught today have not necessarily been impressive by any means. So we want to try to get our numbers up, as well as our fish size, because our fish size has been kind of micro. So stay tuned, and we're going to keep fishing this place a little longer, and we're going to head over to the next pond where we are hopefully going to land some bigger fish. That's a good fish. That's a better fish, best fish of the day. Not even close, almost just fell in. Oh my gosh, that was terrible. Okay, whew. All right, and he just unhooked himself. Let's go. That's what we needed right there. Ah, let's go. He's not even that big, but he's the best fish of the day, no doubt. But he's not even a mega, but it's what we needed right there. We needed some numbers. 5th fish of the day on the ChatterBait and the Mega Jaws reel. Let's check them out side by side. Check that out. Mega Jaws reel and the nice bass. Let's take a look at this bass on the camera and let's let him go. All right, you guys, now our 5th fish of the day today on the Mega Jaws reel and the nice little ChatterBait from Z-Man. Check out this bass. Best fish of the day so far. Again, nothing big, maybe a pound at best, but either way, man, nice little upgrade to keep the day rocking and rolling. Let's get a release on this fish, and we're probably gonna call it a day here and move over to our next pond, as well as try to fix up the Kestrel reel so we can get some footage of that reel today. Let's go. All right, you guys, our 5th fish of the day here, best fish of the day so far. Not too much of an upgrade, but definitely an upgrade. Gonna let him go, and he's gone. All right, you guys, that is gonna do it for the first pond of the day. We have decided we are gonna push to a second pond because, man, we did catch 5 fish here, all on the little combo here with the Mega Jaws reel and the Z-Man ChatterBait. And of course, as y'all saw, man, the Kestrel got backlash to it's pretty jacked up, but we're gonna probably take a break here, go home, get some food, and try to fix that Kestrel so we can get some footage of that reel today, because honestly it was feeling really nice until I tried to overhand just yeet that thing, and honestly that was just a big mistake on my part, causing for this backlash. So we're gonna try to get that out, and worst case cut the line out and re-spool, but we're gonna try to get that locked in for you guys to get some footage of that reel as well. But I mean, it was a rough day at this pond, but either way, we're gonna bounce back hopefully later this afternoon and come to another pond. So stay tuned, we're not done quite yet. We're gonna try to catch some more fish, hopefully some bigger fish, and I'll see you guys at the next pond. Let's go. All right, you guys, we're now here at pond number 2, man. This is a new pond. We've never fished on the channel before, and we are here. It actually just rained. It doesn't look like it this way, but you might be able to tell this way. The sky is a little darker, and it just absolutely downpoured. We went back home, got some food, got some water, just kind of hydrated up and got ready for the rest of the day. Fixed up the Kestrel. The Kestrel is ready to rock and roll. We want to use a lot of the Kestrel at this pond because the last pond was mainly the Mega Jaws. It just kind of happened to be like that. It wasn't intentional, just kind of happened. But now we got some post-rain action at a new pond we've never fished before on the channel. So we're gonna try to get on some bass with the Kestrel, and just, if we can catch a bass with the Kestrel, man, I'm happy. That means we caught fish on both reels and got to experiment in both. So hopefully we can do that, but let's get with it. Enough yapping. Let's go catch a bass with the Kestrel. Let's go. All right, you guys, we got the Kestrel backlash out. It's ready to rock and roll. Wacky rig setup, ready to go, man. And last pond, we basically used the Mega Jaws to catch every single fish, and now we're gonna use the Kestrel to get on some more fish here, and hopefully be able to showcase its skill set a little bit more. Let's get a cast out there at the Kestrel, man. This thing is freaking sick. Honestly, the pitch on it is super smooth. It's super light. I really like this so far, other than the backlash earlier that absolutely cooked us up. That was unfortunate, but now I'm hoping we can get at this new pond, fresh restart, and land us a big old bass, man. That'd be freaking sick. Bounce back with the Kestrel would be absolutely goated. Ooh, good fish. Good fish on the Kestrel. Oh my God. Good fish on the Kestrel, baby. Let's go. Best fish of the day on the Kestrel. That's what we needed right there. Finally. Oh yeah. Ooh, he choked the hook. Oh man, no. Boom. Check out that beast of a fish. Let's go. Let's get a little 2-pounder there. Let's get the pliers. We need to get that hook out of his mouth, man. He was down there. He wasn't hitting it. I just was lifting up and felt weight and had to set the hook. But let's go. That's what we needed, man. On the Kestrel, we have literally been waiting all day for this moment right here. We missed only like 6 fish, and then now we got them. There it is. Let's go. Hooks out. No blood or nothing. All good, man. Best fish of the day. Let's go check him out on the camera. That's beautiful. Let's go, you guys. First fish of the day on the Kestrel, and best fish of the day on the nice wacky rig setup right there. The Kestrel put in work and held on tight and produced the best fish of the day. A nice little 2-pounder to get us rocking and rolling here at the new pond. It's freaking awesome that we finally caught a fish on the Kestrel. We lost about 4 or 5 at the last pond, but now we're back here. We're gonna get a good release on this fish, get him right back in the water, and keep throwing that wacky rig around and hopefully land a couple more. Let's go. All right, you guys, we did what we set out to do. We caught fish on both the Kestrel and the Mega Jaws now. Let's get a beautiful release on this fish. Whenever you're ready, brother. He's ready. Let's go. That is what we've been waiting for all day long. At the whole first pond today, we could not land a fish with the Kestrel, but now we're here at the new pond, and very quickly we land our first fish on the Kestrel, man. Check out that little duo we had there to catch that fish. Nice little wacky rig setup on the BFS Kestrel. Absolutely sick, and I'm super happy we finally landed a fish. But now, man, pretty much our mission is set out and complete. But we're gonna keep fishing a little bit more at this new pond, try to land another fish or 2 with the Kestrel, and just see if we can get our numbers up there a little bit more. But man, I'm happy now. And I'm happy we could finally land a fish on the Kestrel, and it happened to be the best fish of the day, so it's pretty sick. But man, let's keep fishing and let's go try to catch a couple more. Let's go. All right, you guys, man, we did it there finally with the Kestrel, man. We got our first fish of the day on the wacky rig combo. Super freaking stoked about it, man. It's about dang time, because we have been struggling all day long with the Kestrel, but we finally figured it out here at the second pond of the day. It is about dang time. Hopefully we can follow that up with one even bigger, but man, so far that was the best fish of the day, so I can't complain. It's a pretty good fish. Got to be pretty happy with that one. But hopefully we can keep landing a couple more to keep our numbers up a little higher. That first fish we hooked wasn't very aggressive. I mean, I didn't even feel, I just felt the line was heavier, so I set the hook. But I mean, he didn't hit it really. Like, I never felt him actually eat it. And I set the hook and it was in the back of his throat, so I never felt him besides when I lifted up and I just felt the line was heavy and I just set the hook hoping it was a bass. Thank goodness I did, or else we would still be on fish number 0 for the Kestrel. Oh, we're eating right now. Good fish. Oh my. Whoa. Whoa, good fish. Please don't be a dink. Oh. Oh my God. Megalodon. Megalodon. Let's go. Come here. Oh, he snapped the line. He snapped the line. Line broke. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Ah. Oh. Where'd the bait go? Did it pop out or did he break the line? I don't know. I don't know which one it was. He snapped the line. The line snapped, boys. Look at that. The line is snapped. I don't know where the hook is. I think the hook came out. Yeah, that's where he was hooked in the roof of his mouth right there. You can see where the penetration was, but the hook is not in his mouth anymore. I don't know. Well, that means the hook's over here somewhere. I don't know, but check out that Megalodon. Let's go, boys. We're going to get a weight on this one. It's at least 3-pounder, bro. Freaking fat boy. Check that out, dude. The freaking... Oh my gosh, this reel is putting in work right now with the wacky rig setup. Let's get a weight on this fish, man. This one is an absolute beaut. Let's go. This is what we've been waiting for, man. This is exactly what we've been waiting for. Don't mind the socks. But dude, this is, hey, we finally get to use our new Rapala scale. But dude, this is sick. All right, here we go. Oh, look, there's our tournament weight from last time. When me and my buddy Will fished the tournament in Rayburn. All right, here we go. Let's get the weight on this Megalodon. It's not a Megalodon, it's like 3 pounds. Yeah. All right. 2.5, and I'm calling it a Megalodon. I look like a noob. All right, 2.5. But dude, we'll take it, bro. Check this freaking tanker out, bro. We've been catching 1/2-pounders all day. A 2.5 feels like a freaking Megalodon. I honestly think this is at least a 3-pounder, bro. He's pretty fat, but whatever. I'm not gonna re-weigh, it's whatever. But dude, check out that freaking fish. No hook in there, but you can definitely see, like I said, where the hook penetrated right at the roof of his mouth, and he spit that Johnson out. But man, let's get a better look at this fish. This thing's a freaking beautiful fish. Let's go. All right, you guys, thank goodness we came to a second pond, because check out this absolute behemoth. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That is an absolute biggin, man. Only a 2.5-pounder, but the camera makes it look like a Megalodon. I kept calling it a Megalodon, but it's only a 2.5. But man, check him out, man. Big fish. Check out the stomach on that thing, dude. That thing is a brute and a half. But man, we're gonna get a good release on this fish, man. Beautiful fish, super stoked that we landed. We deserve it, man. We've been grinding today, man, but check them out. One last look, let's get a good look at this fish, man. Absolute chumper. Let's get a good release on him, man, and get him back in the water. Let's go, let's go. All right, you guys, second fish of the new pond and second fish on the Kestrel, man. Check out this fish, absolute fat boy. But man, we're gonna get him right back in the water. Beautiful looking largemouth bass. He's been out the water for a little bit, so we're gonna give him a little second there to lock in with this. Man, that is a beautiful largemouth bass. Check him out, man. Beautiful fish. Oh, there he goes. He's gone. Oh, there he goes. You saw his tail swimming through. Let's go, baby. Man, what a day today has been, bro. We came out here this morning at 7 a.m. and fished all morning long, caught 5 fish, probably the most struggling 5 fish I've ever caught, and all of them were about a pound at best. And then we jack up our Kestrel rod, unfishable for the rest of the first pond. We dip back home, get some food, get some water, get a little bit of a rest, re-rig up the Kestrel, come out here to this new pond we've never fished on the channel before, and catch our 2 biggest fish of the day, catch the first biggest fish of the day very quickly, and then we back it up in the next 5 minutes with the newest biggest fish of the day, back to back on the Kestrel, dude. That was freaking sick. And that fish even broke our line. He wasn't even that big, realistically. That means I probably had a fray in here somewhere. But look at that, man. The line was cleanly broken off right there by that last fish. But man, what a day it was. It was an absolute grind. It is now 6 o'clock. I've been fishing dang near 12 hours today for just 7 fish. It was an extreme grind, a super hot grind. The weather switched up on us, and honestly, it may have switched up for the better. I genuinely think that rain really helped the bite. But man, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video, man. It's been an absolute grind, a long awaited time for a fishing video, and we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm super stoked to keep fishing this summer with you guys, so make sure to stay tuned. If you like this shirt I'm wearing, or like the Mega Jaws, or the Kestrel Reel, make sure to use code TCT10 at KastKing.com for 10% off. And make sure you please like and subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this video. And until next time we catch more bass, peace out.